In the great city of Pataliputra, there was once a prosperous business owned by a wise merchant. He had many workers under his employment, but there was one manager, Vikram, who was known for his deceptive ways. Vikram would often take credit for the hard work of others and manipulate situations to his advantage. The merchant, though successful, had noticed that despite his thriving business, some workers seemed unhappy. He called for a meeting with his most trusted advisor, Chanakya, to find out what was causing the unrest in his company. The story of the deceptive manager. One day, the merchant called Vikram into his office and said, "Merchant, Vikram, I've been hearing strange things from the workers. Some of them say you're not treating them fairly. Is there any truth to this?" Vikram, full of arrogance, responded, "Vikram, what are you talking about, master? I manage everything here. The workers look up to me. They know I am the backbone of this business." The merchant was not convinced and asked, "Merchant, if you're the backbone, then why are there rumors of discontent? If the workers truly respect you, there should be no complaints." At that moment, Chanakya entered the room. He had been listening quietly from the doorway. Chanakya, known for his wisdom, said, "Chanakya, great merchant, let me tell you a story of two men. One, a deceptive manager, and the other, an honest worker." The story of the honest worker. In a faraway village, there was a young man named Arvind, who worked as a humble laborer in a busy shop. His job was simple: help carry the goods, maintain the shop, and keep things in order. However, Arvind was an honest and diligent worker. He was never late for work, never complained, and did everything with sincerity. One day, the shop owner had to leave for a distant land and entrusted his shop to the manager, who was well respected and trusted by all the workers. The manager was a kind man, but soon, Arvind began to notice strange things happening. The manager began taking credit for the tasks that Arvind had done. He told customers that he had made all the improvements in the shop and claimed that the shop was doing well because of his efforts. Arvind was disappointed but said nothing. However, he continued working diligently, making sure to never lose his honesty or dedication. Months passed, and the shop's performance began to decline. The manager, instead of focusing on what truly mattered, became complacent. He often neglected the workers' needs and took the credit for any small successes. The owner returned and, upon seeing the declining state of the business, asked the workers for their feedback. The revelation. When Arvind spoke up, he shared the truth about how the manager had taken credit for everything and neglected the workers. The owner was shocked to hear this, as the manager had portrayed himself as the key to the shop's success. The shop owner immediately dismissed the manager and promoted Arvind, recognizing his hard work and dedication. Chanakya's wisdom. Chanakya turned to the merchant and said, "Chanakya, the story of Arvind and the deceitful manager should serve as a lesson. A deceptive manager may gain temporary success by taking credit, but in the long run, his actions will destroy the trust of the workers and the business. An honest worker, on the other hand, builds trust and loyalty, even if his contributions go unnoticed initially." The outcome: the merchant, having heard this story, realized the truth. He immediately dismissed Vikram, the deceptive manager, and promoted a more sincere and hard-working employee. The business continued to thrive, as the workers, now motivated and respected, worked with dedication, and the manager's false image no longer hindered the company's growth. Key takeaways from the story. Honesty over deception. Deceptive tactics may seem to work at first, but they ultimately damage trust and business success. The value of hard work and integrity. Workers who show dedication, even when not in the spotlight, are the true assets of any company. True leaders lead with respect and fairness. Good management is based on understanding and respecting your workers. Trust is the foundation of business. When trust is broken, it takes a long time to rebuild.